Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week this week, but as always, there's lots of great stuff. Gonna start with the Marvel guys because Star Wars #3 is out this week. Star Wars is the biggest book in comics right now. Probably people lining up in front of your local comic shop for this bad dog right now. So get down there. They've got reprints of 1 and 2 are out. #3, great stuff. Can't say enough about Star Wars. Everybody knows I'm a big Star Wars guy. And speaking of movies, Howard the Duck #1. You might not have seen the old school classic, but you probably did see him at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody loves some Howard the Duck. Got your first issue, gotta have it, Marvel book. Speaking of Guardians, second issue of Guardians Team Up. This is the new weekly series from Marvel. Last week's #1 in stock, this week's #2. People can't get enough Guardians of the Galaxy, so if you are Groot, you want to grab that. Speaking of weeklies, the new Wolverines, cool Sabretooth cover. And speaking of X-Men, all new X-Men. Probably my favorite X-book, coinciding with Uncanny. Bendis has been doing a stellar job with all this stuff and really recommending this from day one. Speaking of X-Men, Spider-Man and the X-Men. And speaking of Spider-Man, we've got two amazings. This is the latest issue, the first after the Spider-Verse stuff. And this is Amazing Spider-Man Special. Will be a little crossover. That's part 1 with a cool Adam Kubert cover. Spider-Man 2099. Cool Maestro cover there. And Spider-Gwen rounds out your Spider stuff. Spider-Gwen is another one of the just biggest books in comics right now. #1 flew out of here. So if you didn't add it to your subscription list, make sure you get down to your shop and pick up #2 before it's gone. And speaking of super popular women characters, here's the new Thor #6. Her identity will finally be revealed. Miss Marvel, another super popular book right now. And Captain Marvel rounds out your Women of the Marvel Universe. New Avengers, building up to the Secret War stuff. Really cool book. If you're one of the very few people who aren't following New Avengers right now, you may want to jump in before it all comes to its cataclysmic conclusion. Superior Iron Man. Deadpool, because everybody loves the merc with the mouth. Ant-Man, sort of the surprise hit. I think that trailer woke the world up to Marvel's miniature hero. Cool Taskmaster cover there. Nova Annual with another Maestro cover there. And Silver Surfer by my main man Mike Allred. I said it was a small week, but it's a big week for the Marvel guys. Really love Silver Surfer, love anything Mike Allred, kind of an unusual take on the character, but it's got, Galactus and all your favorites in there, so make sure you're checking that out because it's cool stuff. Pretty small week for the DC guys, but I always like to start with Batman. This is a Detective Comics one-shot going along with the Endgame stuff that's been going on in the main Batman title. Don't need to tell you what's going on the cover there. And Batman Eternal, your weekly Bat book. That's about all we got for the Bat guys this week, but cool Bane cover there. Earth 2 World's End, my favorite DC weekly. And New 52 Future's End, probably your second favorite weekly behind Batman Eternal. Been doing a really good job with this weekly stuff, and they're kind of wrapping it up and coming to their conclusion, so catch up on anything you might have missed. DC's got movie poster covers for a lot of their books this month. This is the one for Justice League United. Spoofs one of my all-time favorite movies, Mars Attacks, because I love stupid, senseless humor science fiction. Great stuff there. Green Lantern Corps and Superman Action Comics with your cool Bill and Ted's cover there are your 3 movie poster variants for the month, for the week. New Suicide Squad. Didn't get a movie poster variant, nor did Constantine, but the guy's on TV. Isn't that enough for him? Batman Arkham Knights. #1, this is your prequel to all the Batman Arkham video game stuff. That, Smallville, and Injustice rounds out your non-continuity DC stuff. A lot of cool stuff from the DC guys. Abe Sapien, my only Dark Horse book of the week. Always talking up Mike Mignola and the great stuff he does with his BPRD books. Love some Abe Sapien, Lobster Johnson, BPRD, and of course Hellboy in the BPRD, which was last week. Big week for the Image guys. Walking Dead, new issue of Walking Dead. I don't need to tell you it's out because you follow this book like it's a religion. You know it's already here. You're already on the way for that. But East of West is the book you should pick up while you're here getting Walking Dead, because East of West is really awesome. A little bit horror, a little bit western, good stuff. And Southern Cross is your first issue, gotta have it, Image book of the week. Always fun stuff from those guys. Great week for Dynamite. I'm always talking up the Dynamite books and the great job they do with their property stuff. This is Altered States Red Sonja. Goes along with the Altered States Vampirella you might have got last week. Sort of an inverted take on some classic characters, along with Legendary Vampirella, sort of the steampunk version of some classic characters. They got Legendary Vampirella, Red Sonja, Green Hornet. Dynamite does a really cool job with their characters. If you're a fan of that genre or that character, pick up the book, because you'll probably like what they're doing with it. Boom Studios has 2 books for me this week, Big Trouble in Little China and Escape from New York. If I have to tell you what these 2 books have in common, then, well, you should read more comics or watch more bad 80s flicks. And Scooby-Doo is my kid's book for the week, because I love me some Scooby-Doo. He's got 2 books. He's got this one and Scooby-Doo Team Up that came out last week. So if you're a fan of the Mystery Machine, or maybe you just like Ascots, Scooby-Doo is the book for you. Great stuff for you this week. Want to mention Free Comic Book Day is the first Saturday in May, May 2nd this year. You will hear me talk up Free Comic Day like crazy between now and May 2nd. Really strongly encourage you guys to hit up your local shop, hit up every shop you can get to, drag all your friends and family, everyone from work. Tell everybody you can about Free Comic Book Day because it's super awesome. Go to our website, go to our Facebook page, check out our newsletters, check out freecomicbookday.com for all the pertinent information. That's all I got for you for this week. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check us out on Facebook. Check out our cool YouTube channel, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.